you guys enjoyed the Facebook stream. I don't know what happened. Was it just, did I just never stop streaming or did it somehow start streaming like by accident? But yeah, that was kind of awkward. At least I left you guys with a nice pic of Jenny and his girlfriend. Oh, I started? I was on the phone, then left. Like, that's so weird. What? How would I misclick start the stream again? That's kind of bizarre. I was on the phone? I was talking, I called my mom and then I called Pierre Canali. That's weird. Maybe I was just sometimes when I'm like really bad at multitasking, so maybe I just wasn't thinking and just clicked start streaming for some weird reason. PogChamp. And then Tissa just running the streets was ban piled. Should we try and run the streets with ban pile? I just kind of want to play some more blue white. Genie, your deck, did you try it out yet? The birds? The brrrr. I like birds. Vaniverse sent me. Oh yeah, I saw your teachings list. 4-color teachings. 4-color control is a bit rough. Can never beat the Blood Moon. Can probably never beat a burn deck. Alright, man. Everyone saw the Facebook stream. I'm not sure if I'm loving the farmland. I don't know. It's hard to, right? It's always kind of hard to judge. I do cycle it a decent amount. I think it's been okay. It's like a dual land I can search on turn 1 if I need to. Seachrome Coast. Seachrome Coast is pretty bad. Seachrome Coast is mostly good if you want to play Ancestral Visions, I think. I don't know, it's super sweet obviously when you play it on turn 1, but having your land come into play untapped on turn 4 is game losing in Modern. And I'm not saying that lightly. It's really game losing to not have your own land come into play untapped on turn 4 when you have to cast a Viridian or Cryptic. I kind of want to run it back. I was pretty happy with the way deck was playing out. I feel like I could use another win condition. Something like a Gearhulk, a Wormcoil, or an Elspeth. Wormcoil and Elspeth are just pretty bad against all the big mana decks. Basically, Wormcoil and Elspeth are bad against people who can do better things than that when you tap out. It's the classic, right? Can they go over the top or not? White Sun Zenith. I don't like Secured Waste. White Sun Zenith might be slightly better. It's like triple white. Oh, it could be a cat deck. Blue-white cats. Counter cats. Just every deck I'm testing is a counter cat deck. Problem with White Sun Zenith is, I mean, is it really better than Sphinx Rev, you know? Like, do I ever lose a game where I cast Sphinx Rev for 4 or more? Probably not very often, right? Sphinx Rev's probably a bit better if I cast it for 2 than making 2/2/2s. I think I'd rather draw a 2 card and gain 2 lives, but it's also a bit hard. White Sun Zenith is a bit harder to cast. One bad thing that's kind of relevant to, I guess I'm trying to find that argument. I mean, it's kind of valid, but you know, it gets hit by Inquisition, which is a problem with Sphinx Rev too. You're pretty sad when they get the best card in your hand was Inquisition of Kozilek. It's also pretty bad against Stubborn Denial, but yeah. Beanie G asks, do you like VD's list from the Team GP? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I'm actually playing a Click main deck, and I kind of like it. I was always like against playing Click because I felt like it's, you know, pretty bad when you play a Verdict to have Click, but I don't think it's that big of a deal actually because it, you know, it trades against other creature decks and against control decks. You're not casting your Verdicts are dead anyways, so I've been kind of happy with the 1 Click. So I kind of, you know, I mean, his list wasn't groundbreaking, right? It was pretty stock, but yeah, I thought it was good. We had the Secured Waste argument yesterday. It's people were saying, and I think they were right, that it's good in Jeskai because you have Snapcaster and Burn and you actually pressure their life total. But blue-white deals very little damage, so the tokens are way less likely to matter. I've tried Secured Waste in blue-white control before. It was pretty bad every time I tried it. I was disappointed. I'm Wizard on MTGO says this deck need a few more 1-ofs. Dude, how many 1-ofs do you want me to play? My sideboard has a disappointing amount of 1-offs actually. I usually lean towards like at least 10 1-ofs. $35 1-ofs. If I wasn't testing for the PT, I would play like a singleton deck. That could be fun. Maybe I'll do that at some point. $15 is its legacy. Someone did his someone knows his yellow hat history. That was pretty cool. Just winning the legacy GP with a singleton sideboard. I cheated a bit. I had a tutor, so my singletons weren't really singletons. Anyways, I wonder if I can fit a 6-drop. I have been struggling against the John Tish decks. Maybe I'll try to fit in the Wormcoil Engine. Probably have to cut. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to, you know, say I'm going to cut a Detention Sphere for a Wormcoil Engine, but like all the other cards are pretty important. I cheated? What? Oh, yeah. Out of context. Elspeth, I kind of like my Wormcoil Engine. I think Wormcoil might be better than Elspeth. I feel like I've been boarding a Detention Sphere a bit. It's also kind of awkward. It's also great sometimes, but pretty Geist in the sideboard. One of Gearhulk. Could try Gearhulk. I think it's going to be pretty medium. Also, my deck is already pretty weak to Relic, and there's a lot of Relics going around. Yeah, just got a Detention Sphere. I have the classic viewer who's like, start playing. Enough of that tweaking decks for hours. Dude, that's my favorite part, just tweaking for hours on end. Hey Jacob. I could go back on Facebook. You guys seem to love the Facebook stream. I will do that. Let's see. I get one more sideboard slot. Maybe I just need to play a rejection. Something like maybe Fracturing Gust. Should I just try Fracturing Gust? Is that too narrow? Flash Freeze. Flash Freeze is kind of interesting. Scapeshift is always a tough matchup. Burn is pretty tough. I'm sure those red, green, black, those mono red Blood Moon decks aren't easy. Yeah. Jeez. Flash Freeze seems wrong though. Well, free publicity for Jenny. No, Jenny, no. Leyline. I need a Leyland command, I think. Alright, Leyline command added. Crazy Miner asks, what is the point of one-ups in the sideboard? Won't the consistency just not be there for them to be worth it? I don't have that many one-ups. And, you know, that's number 4, that's number 2. That's just an extra counter spell because big mana decks, you know, they're not terrible matchups, but you could use the help. And Surgical is kind of a card you usually don't want to draw too many of. The only matchup where it's really awesome is Dredge. Try Gideon's Intervention. It's kind of a cool card. Who am I going to bring it in against? can name Primeval Titan. That'd be a good card to name. I don't know, seems kind of weird. I think I want something that's good against Affinity and maybe just a third Stony Silence for Affinity and what's their face? Lantern. What do I think about the Azor? I wonder if the cards are already in. Sometimes the card are no. I think it might be good. I don't know. Black green. Yeah, black green's pretty tough. It's one matchup where Wormcoil's gonna shine. Alright, one sideboard card, can't be that hard. I'm gonna go back to the one disdainful stroke, one rejection. I could use the cheap counter spells. Alright, let's play. This way I don't get flamed. Hey Logan, paying the price of being a superstar, just have people stalking you and reporting on you and spying on you. A third Spellcaller might be good. Spellcaller is pretty good. Could be, third Spellcaller could be good. Key X Key. Thanks, man. Thanks for the continued support. 2 months in a row was the sub. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, that was kind of disastrous. Good thing I wasn't doing anything weird on the internet here. Somehow I turned on my stream. I don't know what happened, honestly. I need to be careful. I was pretty bad at first. Especially what would happen is when I would host. But first of all, I didn't even know, like, when you hosted someone, I figured, like, it stopped your stream, but it doesn't, and then I'm pretty careful usually, but I don't know what happened earlier. Alright. Grixis Shadow. I haven't played against Grixis Shadow in let's see how many leagues since I've played against Grixis Shadow. Didn't play against it this afternoon. Didn't play against it last Blue-White League. Last time we played Naya Blue, didn't play against it. Just hit control. Last time I played against it was like 20 matches ago or so. That's a matchup where Think Twice is going to shine. It's not a matchup where also Wormcoil Engine is just going to be ridiculous if I ever get there. I don't know how far ahead they would need to be to like be able to ever beat a Wormcoil Engine. Oh, the truth comes out. Jabberwocky's just like the self master himself. When he thinks no one is watching. Just God was his hand in the cookie jar. In the salty caramel cookie jar. What's that, Logan? Oh, you said GG, well played and scooped. GG. But really, I mean BG. Alright, I like that. Not doing much. Not even really filtering. Bunch of thought scours. Just cantripping. He is at 8 though, so if he has a Death Shadow, I'm just gonna die. It's not that either. That's the matchup where you probably get punished the most for having settled over Verdict. Four cards in my yard. I could say go, keep this low mana up, and then think twice. What's my plan here? Search for Escanta. Is it gonna be too slow? Really, I'm just digging to a Verdict, so I think I'm just gonna play Search. He'd probably Stubborn Denial it if he has Stubborn Denial. But, I mean, yeah. I used to rage too. Oh yeah, but I don't hide it. All right. Yikes. Wait, what? Why did I discard? I mean, not that it matters that much, but he is down to 0 cards in hand. I could plus and buy myself a turn. I'm just gonna minus, probably take a 2-pile card. That's not a bad 2-pile card. Whatever I get. I'm just gonna take probably just any 2-pile card. Yikes. That was a good draw for him. Just gonna make my top deck Verdict better. Surely he has to kill Jace, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Man. Let's see. I'm gonna go down to 2. He's gonna go up to 6 counters on Liliana. I can draw both cards. I mean, I need him to break pretty hard, but I need him to not draw a fetch land, or call against command, or Snapcaster Mage. He doesn't have that many bricks. Even Fatal Push is probably good enough. Wow, he didn't mill me. I just kept 2 on top and he didn't mill me. Don't matter, I guess. Well, I guess he knew the delta was searched from the top. Alright, he's figured it out. Yeah, I could have thought twice in response and discarded. Yeah, I mean, it didn't matter. Wait, what? Oh, I'm not dead yet? Okay. I didn't keep Gideon because I'm gonna have to unload my hand anyways. Man, he is at 5. Wait, did I have a cryptic command in my graveyard? I did not, right? I played that a bit fast. Alright, let's see. He's at 6. Think you have to name Liliana of the Veil. I mean, I have to, right? And then might as well do it in his upkeep, right? I don't know. I don't think I messed that up, but does it make a difference? Maybe he was scared of going under 5 in case I had something? Or was I hellbent? I don't even remember. And if I had a cryptic command, I could have maybe won this game. Jeez. So close, yet so far. That's pretty brutal. Worm, coil, worm, coil, worm, coil, worm, coil. Come on. Don't have 4. Oh yeah, he had all his shock lands in play. Good catch. Alright, we need a verdict. We need a worm coil. We need cryptic command. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Oh, nice. No, actually, I'm just dead on board. I don't know, he might not plus. I mean, why would he? He might just forget to plus, but that'd be pretty lucky. Nope. Maybe he can't count to 5 and he won't attack. He's just showing off. Alright. I don't have that many bad cards against him. This allows pretty clunky. Queller. No, Queller's pretty bad against them, I think. I think it's probably not that great. A bit too reactive. Yes, Spellsnare is pretty reactive too. Snapcaster is good against me. Sometimes they bring in Collective Brutality. Set of the Wreckage is not awful. It's kind of an expensive removal spell. Isn't this Dinfold better than Spellsnare? Yeah, Spellsnare feels a bit off. Yeah, I'll try Settle. They do kill you with creatures. Negate is also, I mean, all the counter spells are kind of okay. Disallow's probably kind of okay. Maybe I'll just go with Disallow. Actually, maybe I'll go with Negate. Negate counters a discard spell, which is nice. And it's cheap. Counters Liliana. I don't know, honestly. I don't know what my last card should be. Maybe that means I need another card against Death Shadow in my sideboard. Something I'm happy to have, you know, rather than having like Negate in my deck. Detention Sphere would be pretty good too. It's pretty versatile. They have no way to remove it. The spell is okay, but it's super reactive. He's in the tank as well. Alright, kind of like my hand. I wonder if I played the matchup wrong. I feel like everyone says that Blue-White has a really good matchup against Grixis Shadow, at least a good matchup, and I feel like I barely win half my matches. I don't know. I'm gonna do the Kibler shuffle. Pretend to be Kibler. He's disconnected. Not having Rest in Peace makes it harder. I mean, even with Rest in Peace, I feel like they always just, if you have it, they make you discard. Alright, let's take a look at yesterday's deck list while our opponent tries to get back in the game. Or we could go on my Facebook too. Seems more popular than my actual playing Magic. Bunch of lurkers. Ranar Blackman. Blackmane. Pretty stock list. He's playing 2 basics. Seems pretty bad, honestly. Also, he's playing Glimmervoid and not Spire, which is probably bad. His sideboard looks reasonable. Maybe I should just play Affinity at the PT. Worst comes to worst. I think I'd be okay if I play Affinity. Oh, he's playing Thopter Sundry, Sword of the Meek. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, why? Why are you playing Thopter Sundry and Sword of the Meek? Why do you ever need that combo? When is it ever better? Plus you have one of each and you have to find them, and it like literally makes no sense. And they're so bad on their own. Hey Mir, I saw the spreadsheet. We have a spreadsheet we use, the modern result. We have a pretty good spreadsheet. I think I have what I need. Unless it's something special and I didn't get it, but Fort Chalice up the void? Nice. Just no lightning bolt, Chalice instead of lightning bolt. Honestly, anytime you can play a deck that can run Fort Chalice up the void and you can Chalice for one, never bad. Ooh, look at that. What is that guy? When he enters a battlefield, it deals damage to target players equals to the number of humans you control. So it's a bad shaman of the pack for humans. That's kind of cool. Let's see if he has more tech in his sideboard. Canonist, human. Spellskite. I don't get... Bringing in Spellskite seems really bad. You're sacrificing a side... I guess all your guys are guys, but at least most of your guys are human and do something right away. Spellskites just sit there and they just kill it, and it's not proactive. I think Spellskite's best sideboard card in humans, because people are gonna bring in like a lot of as much removal as they have against you anyways. So that makes no sense to me. 2 strokes. That's tough for blue-white sometimes, the extra strokes. Alright, looks like this guy is getting... let's see. Any good articles today? I didn't write any articles, so... Ooh, brewing was Azor's Gateway. Let's see. Play less, work more. Play less Magic. Sounds a bit weird. Burnout is a real issue. Jamming games. Yeah, it's kind of like probably my biggest mistake as a poker player and probably as a Magic player. I guess Magic I spend a decent amount of time thinking about the game and not just playing. But definitely for poker I was like just always playing and never studying because I was fucking lazy. That was kind of a shame. Exercise, sure. Collaborate with other players. Trust myself when it comes to deck building. You don't want to have your ego in the wrong spot though and be like, I know better than those 10 people, you know? Win more, but don't make my winning. Can I increase the mic volume? The mic volume is at the max. I'll try and talk closer to the mic though. Just, it's kind of weird to have it in front of my face for the camera. You can just, but yeah. It's weird. I don't know why they don't make the sound go louder on a lot of. I feel like on my laptop too. My laptop just sometimes the sound just doesn't go high enough. Is Moto just dead? Am I just dead? Brewing was Azor's Gateway. That card looks kind of cool. It's like decently costed. What does it transform into? Tap X to any one mana. Oh yeah, it's where X is your life total, so it's just basically a shit ton of mana. So it's kind of a it's like loot, and then if you've looted 5 times, maybe 6 times, you get to transform it. I mean, just the first, even if you never transform it, it's not a bad card. Walking Ballista. Cut Ribbons. Cut Ribbons is a good one when you have a lot of mana. Let's see what Gerard's playing. Alright, let's take a quick look. Tony ACC would be happy. Haven't seen him around lately, but Tony bugging me for, no pun intended, bugging me to play Sultai for days, for months. Let's see, 4 Goyf, 2 Ooze, 1 Bitter Blossom, 2 Jays, 2 Thoughtscour, Push, Inquisition. It's like a Junt, right? It's like a Junt deck, but you're playing blue. And you get to play Angler, and Angler seems pretty sketch. Was only 2 Thoughtscour and Ooze and Goyf. I don't understand why he has Angler in his deck. That seems really bad. The rest of the deck looks cool. It's basically a steamer deck, and he's playing black instead of blue. Not really, he's playing a bunch of different cards, but it looks cool. Let's see what he said at the end. If he goes over. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Draktos in the sideboard. I feel like it's a bit too expensive, but... Alright, that sucks. Looks like he got motoed. What's my opinion on Blue-White Control versus Eldrazi Tron? Pretty close. It's not easy. Chalice of the Void for 1 is annoying. Cavern of Souls is annoying. It's pretty close. That's another matchup where Wormcoil Engine's gonna be absurd. And another reason to play Wormcoil over Elspeth, just beats all his dust. MTGO seems to be down for everyone. Somehow not for me. Should I not search? Uh-oh, that's kind of scary. I'm gonna get punished. Alright, this looks bad. I should have not searched for a match. I kind of wanted to do a... I guess I'd check, see if anyone asked any questions. Breeding will be better instead of ancient grudge. Looks like my match is just in limbo. Alright, let's do a little maybe Rivals of Excellent Spoiler. Figured I would just do that next time there's... Oh, your match has started. This is gonna go well. Well, let's see. Decent hand. Lantissa says the comments on the Bandpile articles are not kind. Really? They're like kind of average, honestly. Not that bad. Mountain looting. What is this guy playing? Oh, probably Mardu. Dredge seems pretty unlikely. Ah, he's playing the red-black deck. And he mulliganed. So he's already down a bunch of cards. Alright, so he's playing probably the Hollow One deck, right? All those cards seem pretty good against Hollow One, right? I'm gonna just top. I'm assuming it's right. Then this says green red Hollow One. Oh, looks like you're wrong. Red black. I guess he could be playing Stubborn Denial somehow, you know. Should probably wait his, you know, for him to do stuff, but... Wait, Goblin Lore is him? Oh. Yeah, Burning Inquiry is the one that, He almost got there. He discarded the Call of the Netherworld. Well... This game looks fairly over. Let's see. Do I just get Gideon in here? Probably. I don't think they have anything that has like haste. He could have Blood Moon. That'd be kind of bad. Parsony asks, why blue-eyed over blue-white red? Field of Runes is a big reason. Just, you get different cards. Just feel like you don't need the red, and Field of Runes just huge in some of your tougher matchups. Alright, let's see. Probably just want to say go. Just Snapcaster or Path, start attacking, etc. Yeah, I've played against this deck a bunch, and it hasn't done well against me. They never seem to do. Like, people make fun of Wild Nacatl, but those guys are just trying to do all this fancy stuff to maybe get a 4/4 in play. Like, okay, I'm not impressed. I'm sure, I don't know, maybe it's just variance. Maybe they just never have the good draws. It is true Path destroys. Path is really, really good against that deck. So definitely, and that's what I say, a lot of time people ask me, what do you think about X or Y deck? And I'm like, given the decks I usually play, it's hard for me to judge if a deck is good or bad, because I might just have a super skewed perspective just because the decks I play match up well against the deck, or the decks I play match up poorly. So yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to bolt his Bloodghast. It is a balanced land. What if I do this? Is the hand still balanced? I wonder if I have OCD viewers. They're like just hating me right now. All right, there. All right, sure. Finally, a good question. Logan wants to know if you should go for sushi, buffalo wings, or turkey club sandwich. Where are you making it? Are you getting it from? Where are you getting them from? Where you're getting them from definitely matters a lot. I mean, if I had to order in the dark, I would say sushi first, and then buffalo wings, and then turkey club sandwich. But I could definitely see the order being, different depending on where you get your food from. Hey, Portuguese guy. Portuguese guy says, "Hey, really enjoyed your Facebook stream." I'll have to tell Jenny. I need to message her. I need to tell her what happened. I was random too. I just scrolled and I don't know what I was doing, and then Local grocery slash deli place, all of them are truly premium quality. Hmm. Uh, Probably I don't know. I would probably go for sushi. I don't get sushi as often as I'd like to. I guess I don't get buffalo wings as often as I would like to. Tiger Blood read my mind. Says, anyone else ready for the scoop to Wormcoil? Yeah, it's pretty likely to happen. I would agree. Big Richie asks, why Wormcoil Engine in this deck? Cause I feel like it just steals a lot of games from a lot of the fair decks. I've been struggling more than I would like against. I feel like it's really strong against Grixis Shadow. It's going to be good against all the Jund decks. He actually didn't even wait for the Wormcoil. He just scooped to the Cryptic. Alright, Verdict's probably a tiny bit slow. It is good against Angler. It's probably not that bad. I'm going to bring in Settle though. I'm going to bring in the Purges. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of like Wormcoil Engine. I feel like it's just a strong card. And I was trying to, it's really bad against decks like Scape Shift or combo decks in general. It's pretty bad against Tron because, it gets wrecked by Karn. Disdainful Stroke. I don't know if Disdainful Stroke's any good. Alright, let's see. Negate, bye-bye. Spell Snare. He plays Goblin Lore. Yeah, I'll keep it Spell Snare. I'll keep in the cheap stuff. Let's see. Spell Queller. Spell Queller is not bad. He does have a bunch of bolts. But it blocks Bloodghast well. It blocks... I think they play the Phoenix usually. Pretty good against the Phoenix. Let's see. I think Stroke is just a tiny bit too bad on the draw. I could see myself bringing in Spell Queller or Timely. Timely buys you a lot of time. Timely's pretty good against the 1-2. Maybe I'll go with Timely. And maybe board out Jace. I'll board out Jace, I guess. Oh, Surgical. Yeah, I should have Surgical in my deck. Quickly. Cut one. I'll cut a thing twice. Sun Titan seems better than Wormcoil. Problem is Sun Titan's not very good against Liliana. And it's not very good. I mean, I'm gonna get back one card, and then if they kill it, I just... Like, Sun Titan needs to attack a bunch. Sun Titan sounds really bad. And when I say really bad, obviously it's a playable card, but it sounds like you can do much better than Sun Titan. Boarding out all the verdicts seems wrong. Yeah, I don't know. He has a bunch of guys that come back. Also, his guys, he's on the play and his guys hit hard. I'd rather just mostly rely on my cheap removal, but you might be right. Maybe keeping in all those cryptic commands and not having any verdicts is just greedy. Sun Titan is powerful against Tron? I don't think so, man. I think it's too slow. Like, you've either won by then or lost by then, and then what are you going to do? Bring back Field of Runes that you can't even use right away? Doesn't seem that good. Alright, looks like he's doing it. And he's getting back a Phoenix. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't have discard spells in his deck. Or hopefully he doesn't just Mize with Burning Inquiry. That would be pretty brutal. It's going to be pretty suspicious when I path the Phoenix. How do I feel about Dredge right now? Well, it seems like it's doing good, and it's definitely good against the decks I usually play. I feel like there's a lot of sideboard hate though. Lots of Relics main deck. The deck's pretty resilient to hate, but as I said, I have a skewed perspective of Modern, but I don't know, Dredge seems like it's a tier 1 deck. It does consistently well, you see it show up, it just won the team GP. The Modern player was playing Dredge. I'm just gonna fetch now, I guess. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to fetch at some point. Man, the Flameblade Adepts, wow. Just turn 1 Adept and turn 2 Goblin Lore, attack for 4. It's pretty strong. Is Blue Sun or what's it called? Blood Sun? Is Blood Sun the only potentially modern, like, playable card? Or are there other ones? I kind of wish I had a Verdict right now. I do have Settled Wreckage, which should be good enough, but yeah. Maybe boarding out Verdicts against the old creature deck is not the smartest thing, even though if some of his guys come back from the graveyard. Sometimes, don't ask. Sometimes I do things, I'm not really sure why I do them, but, I just like tunnel vision, I guess, on an aspect of their deck and just ignore. Play Vinyl says Chupacabra might be good in Modern. Which deck? I was thinking, which deck could benefit from Chupacabra? Is there like some kind of Court of Calling or Revelark deck that was kind of missing Chupacabra? Yeah, Blue-Green Merfolk might. I wonder if that legend is good, or has anyone tried it in real life? All right, let's see. What do I want to do here, by the way? Do I want to just Serum Vision Path? I'll probably do that. That seems like a good one. Alright, I'll have 6 mana next turn. Nice. Oh no, I don't have triple white. Oh yeah, I do have triple white next turn. So I can play Gideon plus Path. The white raft seems stacked against Death Shadow. Just so narrow. Sounds pretty bad. Just to save the 1 mana. The new white raft seems really bad. Abzan Evolution. Was that ever a deck? Alright, they do play Sunburn, so staying above 6 sounds like a good plan, if I can. I'm gonna kill him really fast, too. He still has 2 looting in his graveyard. Might still be close. Wow, I really did need that path, actually. I was like, oh, it's, a nice little bonus, but I probably don't need it. To be fair, his draw has been insane. That's the game where he went turn 2 double. I guess he could have turn 1 double. Double what's their face. My draw was really good too. He said, whoa, free fucking path and a board wipe, so lucky. Says the guy who went turn 2 double hollow one into Phoenix, into just more and more stuff every turn. Classic. He literally has one of his best draws and he's complaining. He's running the classic complain, still gonna win. Actually, I might have just messed up. I should have just attacked, right? Attack, tap his team, attack. Oh well. Draw 4 cards and discard 3 cards at random. I don't know if I like that. I'm letting him fill up his graveyard. Yeah, whatever. He can have it. Man, he discarded 2 lands and a Burning Inquiry. Those were some good discards. Alright, let's see. Do I tab draw? I just block 1. Really not sure if I'm supposed to counter Goblin Lore or not. Alright. I'm gonna start by attacking. See what he does. And I'm gonna, I guess I should have played that first. Mike says, think twice? That's not in the deck list. Yeah, I didn't update it. It's been pretty good for me though. Oh no! Can I burn? Can I burn for 1 mana burn? Alright, he's at 8. Whatever. Sure. Counter target spell. Let's see if I get more salt. Wait, what? Where did that come from? Okay, he has 0 cards in hand. What was his last card? You did not deserve that win, just know that. Well, looks like leagues are paused. Alright. Where's the actual wizard sites? How does, I guess goldfish is number 1. Alright, I kind of want to go by color though. Filter. White. Is that it? Alright. So, I kind of want to do a limited review. I basically just... I've never really done that before. I think like a good starting point for each color is seeing which colors has the deepest... I guess it's kind of hard with types. Like seeing which colors has the most playable commons. So... What's that link? Number crunch? That looks awful. Anyways, let's see. Suncrested Petrodon, Dinosaur, 2/5 flying. Suncrested Petrodon has vigilance as long as you control another dinosaur. 2/5 flying. So you had a 3/4 flying, right? For 5. This guy is potentially 2/5 vigilance flying, so it's a bit worse, right? But it's still playable. It's pretty bad playable. Sun Sentinel, Human Soldier. Wait, what? Just useless types? Human Soldier. Okay, 2/2 vigilance. It's not a bad card. It's fine, I guess. I don't know. pretty much, I guess the good way of going about it's probably is like seeing, you know, if it would be good in white black sewer for white cards. Squire's Devotion. +1/+1 lifelink. When it comes into play, you get a 1/1 lifelink. That seems pretty strong. You can compare it to like Queen's Commission, maybe. It can fizzle, but there's not that much cheap removal, so you shouldn't need to worry about that. That seems better than Queen's Commission, honestly. Snubhorn Sentry. 1 white, 0-3 Ascend, and if you have the City's Blessing, so this card seems pretty horrendous. Seems really, really bad, right? When Sanguine Glorifier enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on another target vamp you control. That seems pretty good. I don't know. I guess it's hard to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4 playable comments so far. Raptor Companion, 5. Not great in every archetype, but +2/+2, and you gain 2 life. That seems pretty good. When he dies, you get a 1/1 Vamp token. Seems pretty good. Pacifist seems good. Conquistador seems good. Sky Marcher seems good. Verdict, good. Cleans and Ray. That's pretty bad, I guess. Alright, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 13 commons, and Sentry seems kind of borderline unplayable, and Cleansing Ray is like, so you get 11 out of 13 that are more or less good. Let's see, what about blue? Oh. Alright, that was a quick review. You guys seem to think Verdict might be bad given that Bright Reprisal is bad. I think Bright Reprisal was kind of underrated. I'm not saying it's great, but I think it's kind of strong. It's also common. Bright Reprisal is on. I don't know. Bright Reprisal was pretty good, I thought. Alright, let's see. What or not? Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm sure we can do that at some point. Limited solved. White is great. White black sewer, boys. That's all I want to know is white black sewer is still the best archetype. All right. Keep and pray. Hopefully it doesn't go. Yeah. All right. GG, boys. We lost. I was going to say, hopefully he doesn't go, you know, Tromland Chromatic Sphere. Valakut might just be even worse. You gambled, you lose. That's what happens when you play control decks. You have to keep hands in the dark, and then You want to get the settle the wreckage. Nice. Logan says Ruin Halo main question mark. Yeah, I saw VD played one, right? And a lot of people play one, and I also cut a getting out of the trials, so it makes Ruin Halo a bit less awkward. I'm trying it out. I feel like Scapeshift is a tough matchup, and Storm is a tough matchup. I feel like Ruin Halo, it's this kind of cards that should be really good in theory, and in practice they're like kind of meh. But I haven't given up yet. Alright, let's see. Alright, if he sacks his 2 Tri-Velders, I'm going to click him in his draw step. Yeah, this hand actually becomes amazing if I draw Ruin Halo. Because then he has to kill me with creatures, and I just have all removal. Oh, you were asking Ruin Halo. Yeah. Oh, oh well. I guess I didn't want to click him in his draw step anyways. Alright, I played it good. Actually, now he's just going to play land and Scapeshift. I should have probably cast Click in response. Wow. Titan. Explosive Sweltering Sun. Nice. Cryptic Command. Alright. Alright then. I guess I'm not winning this game. He might take a weird line. He might somehow not cast his Titan. I doubt it. I don't want to Field of Runes because I feel like, I don't know. Then he feels like he has to go for it. Whereas if I don't Field of Runes, he might just, play Mountains and kill my Click and just say go and play around stuff like Mana Leak. I don't know if people still play around Mana Leak. Probably not, right? People kind of know now that I guess they could play around Logic Knot and wait a turn or two. Needed to click myself. I think that clicking myself is really bad. Alright, let's see. I'm in super bad shape. I need to do that. And get, doesn't really matter. Get planes, I guess. And then I should probably path his Titan right away. We're not gonna be okay. He's just gonna get 2 Valakuts, and then every time he draws a land, I just take DI. Every card in his deck is Alright, I think the jig is up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and flashback Ning twice. Not even gonna pretend like I have a counter spell. He basically has a Chandra emblem right now, except it's for lands and spells. Every spell in his deck, every land, just 6 damage, 6 damage. Definitely a matchup where not having a Field of Runes hurts. Alright, boys. Let's do this. That would literally be the luckiest win in the history of Magic. If I can dodge 3 draw steps, I've got to be less than 1%. It's not like quite like a Lantern level of luck where you're like, oh. What does he need to even draw? He needs to draw like all his prismatic omens and expeditions and all that stuff. Let's see. I actually kind of like Stony Silence against them. They usually have Relic, plus this guy has explosives. And Path's pretty bad. They usually bring in Trackers and Relics. Stony Silence is good against both these cards. This bet is kind of okay, but not great. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, good. Let's go. Field of Runes is like not that great against him unless I draw Surgical. Six lands, one spell. Alright, seems a bit better. If I didn't have Search, I would probably keep. He might not even have a 2-drop somehow. I'm just gonna bottom. Like, Spell Snare is nice, you know, if you have it, you slow them down a bit, it's nice, but I don't think I'm willing to not play my Search. Plus, I want to hit plan number 4. I would say that Spell Snare and Jace is kind of nice together because a lot of the time you cannot afford to tap out for Jace because they threaten in 6 mana on their turn 4, but if you have Spell Snare on turn 2, a lot of the time they're not threatening 6 mana and you can just play Jace on turn 4. So the two of them kind of go well together. Like if I counter this spell, but I don't even have land number 4 yet, so it's kind of sketchy. If I counter their turn 2 Ram spell, most of the time I'm going to be able to Gideon of the Trials. It's kind of close call. Might be able to go all the way. It's also not the worst to have in play when you're playing Valakut. Just Gideon. You know what? I'm gonna try keeping Gideon here, given that I have a stroke plus Snapcaster Mage. Just try to ride Gideon to victory. Gonna be rough if he has a tracker though. But I mean, my hand was kind of bad against tracker anyways. Dumbstall. Thanks, man. Thanks for the love. 2 months in a row. Sub was the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, man. Feels bad. Just Tribelder blanking my Gideon. Maybe I'll start attacking though. I mean, there's no way he still has Bolt in his deck after sideboard. I think I'm just gonna start attacking. By the way, guys, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub a month, Twitch Prime sub. So make sure you use it to support your favorite streamer. Hopefully that's me. If it's not, that's cool too. But yeah, if you have Amazon Prime, make sure you use the free monies to support your streamers. Q sell out emotes. Skirky says now you can just attack, play Valakut, search a land. Yeah. That's kind of an oversight by me. I didn't even realize you could kill it that easily. Probably should have plus 2 one more time and then start attacking. So if you had Valakut, he would have probably played it, but not 100. I guess if he has... He said value in chat. I guess my Gideon's not gonna go all the way, right? As long as he has Tribelder. So I probably need to plus it a couple times. Everyone's moto is just falling apart. Somehow my moto works when everyone else's moto is not working. Go figure. This makes absolute no sense. Alright, I guess I'll attack since he has more than enough of fetch lands and stuff to kill my Gideon if he does draw a Valakut. I might also just flash in Spell Queller into play if he attacks Gideon. This way I have the 2-turn clock. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Might be a bit greedy. Might need that counter spell. How much mana does he have? 7? So he could potentially have double Scapeshift in hand. I'll take it. I'll take it, and I'll probably flash Spellcaller into play end of his turn, or counter a spell. I'm gonna graveyard that. I want to try and draw a land, so I can Snapcaster, etc. Snapcaster, stroke, cast 2 stroke in 1 turn. Alright. Alright, looks like you got very, very flooded. Man, if you had just had a Valakut, this game would have been much harder. I don't think that should be scared of much, right? Out of the Valakut deck. That's not a mode you use very often. Tap the Tribe Elders, attack for the win. Uh-oh. Looks like I might be in trouble here. Alright, let's see those blue commons. So you get a playable, right? Water Knot. Decent, probably. Sometimes those cards are bad, but usually they're good. 1-3 Merfolk Warrior. Pretty bad. Flying. 2-3 Flying Snake Ascend. Pretty bad. 3-2 Flying Hexproof for 5. Not sure. Seems okay. Divination was Ascend. Draw 2. Seems okay. So 1-2 free playables. Flash. Shadow Creators. There's the blue common seems kind of bad. This card seems like not super playable. Sailor is good. This card seems pretty bad. The gate seems whatever. This guy might be okay, but it seems kind of bad. Wow, the blue card seems kind of bad. But it's possible you just have to build a super aggro evasion-y deck, and this card's pretty good. Pretty good pirate. This card's okay. This card's... I mean, Repulse was the nuts. Repulse was... I think Exclude was better than Repulse back in the day, but... Alright, looks like we're Ludobs here, just stuck. Yeah, it's possible that all those blue-green cards that seem kind of bad, like 1-1, I mean, it's not terrible, but, River Darter, 1-1, etc., might be okay. But, yeah. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, blue seems much worse than white. Yeah, Murder's just dead right now. Let's see. What about black? Vamp Knight, 2/2 menace for free. That's already like a fine card, you know. It's not great, but when in terms of battlefield, target vamp you control gets +1/+1 in menace. Alright, so that card's fine, not great, but okay. Free one flying for 4. Um, those cards vary. It really depends on how many spells deal 1 damage. So the first set has a bunch, but yeah, first set has decent amounts. Depends if this set has or not. Recover. Recover seems fine. This card seems fine. This card's good. This card's probably bad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think all those cards are okay to good. 1/1 has +1 as it on as it's attacking. That seems good. This guy seems good. This guy seems good. This guy seems fine. Black seems pretty solid so far. Dinosaur Hunter. 2/2/4/2, I mean, sure. Target opponent raises his or her hand. This card's probably pretty bad. And this card's probably bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So black has like 10, 11. Oh, Gruesome Fate is bad. I think Dark Inquiry, Monitor, and Gruesome Fate are probably bad. So 10 out of 13, which is about the same as white. What about red? The Crown. Wow. That card seems pretty decent. +3/+0 trample, and it deals 1 damage. Oh, okay. I misread. I thought it dealt 1 damage to any creature, and on top of that, I was like, that card seems really good. Alright, never mind. It deals 1 damage to enchanted creature. Alright. I don't know. This is kind of card that's hard to rate. I'm guessing it's not good, but we'll see. Play Vinyl mentions that you can play it on their guy to kill a 1 toughness. That's a very good point. Alright. This card's probably not the greatest. Might end up being really good if there's not too many first strike creatures though. It's good on a first strike guy, but easy way to trigger Enrage. Yeah, it's not super exciting though. What are you gonna do? Put it on your free 2. You gain 2 life, but then you have a 6/2 trample that just trades with a 2/2, and seems like pretty mediocre to me. Swaggering Corsair. That's 2018, guys, using the word swag in Magic card names. Is it the first Magic card that has swag in it? Let's see. Swag. Yep. We did it, boys. First card. The swagger is real. Let's see. 2/2 for free. When he enters a battlefield, there's a +1 control. Alright, so he's a free for free if you attack the... That's a pretty good card. Oh yeah, I forgot about Slack Tusk. Sun-Colored Raptor. 1/2 trample for 2. Pay 3 mana, gets +3/+. This card seems bad. Not unplayable, but not good. Red seems not great so far. Trample as long as you control another dino. Oh no, haste as long as you control another dino. This card seems like mediocre, honestly. Destroy target artifact, mediocre. Raptor, bad. Wow, red seems pretty bad. Target creature and open control do damage. That card's good. They fight each other. Oh no, they don't fight each other, but they deal damage. So you kill a smaller guy. Yeah, it seems fine. Not even that great. 2-1 menace for 2 pirates seems good. Yeah, I think it's okay. 2-1 menace is still damage. It deals 2 damage to target opponent. Seems fine. Seems probably better than the one that gains life, especially if you're white-red. 1-1 haste, you sack it, he's a pirate. This card seems okay. So you've got one. You've got some playable cards, but pretty mediocre playable cards in red. Bravado seems pretty good. +1/+1 in first strike, or +1/+1 in double strike if it's a pirate. That card seems good. I'm a kind of Kindle Fury fan, the +1/+0 first strike effects. Oh, I can begin sideboarding apparently. Nice. Alright, let's see this guy. Pirate. When freebooter enters the battlefield, you get a... Seems fine, not that good. 4 damage to target creature for free mana. This card seems pretty good. Alright, so red seems pretty mediocre. Might even be worse than blue. Red and blue seems pretty bad. Plummet. Can you main deck Plummet? Don't think so, right? You don't even always main deck the one that killed the flyer or an enchantment. Whenever Overgrown Armazar does damage, mediocre. 4/2 for free. This card's good. Dinosaur spells cost 2 less casts. Hard to judge. Those cards are usually kind of bad. Oh, your match has started. Wow. It really sucks though if we... I think Moto usually submits your game 2 deck, if I'm not mistaken. So I might be in business, but if I have to play with my main deck, I think that's a pretty big beating for me. Well, no way to know if that's my main deck or not, but I have some pretty good cards, so I would keep. Drawing a fetch land would be nice. Or Surgical Extraction, I would take that as well. I mean, turn 2, how lucky. Just always has it. Let's see. So I can play Serum Visions and Colonnade, and then next turn I can say go as either Field of Ruins or Logic Knot or Click Up, or I can just play Search for Escanta. Thing is, if I don't play Search for Escanta, I'm not sure when I'm going to be able to play it. I feel like casting Serum Visions a bit better. I'm going to go with Serum Visions. Gonna bottom discards. Gideon, not a very good draw. So this is a part where I lose if yes tracker. No tracker, no tracker, no tracker. He's getting double green. That might mean packed. That's kind of double ram spell. Why did he get his second green? Just double ram spell? Ugh. Alright, he has 4 cards in hand. I guess I just say go. Packed. Yep. Titan or Tracker? Hopefully Titan. If he has a Tracker, I'm probably just gonna lose. That's why he got his second green, to secure the... Actually? Huh. I might be able to win. Because I think they only play 2 basic forests. So maybe if he doesn't have a dual or fetch land, I can just... Alright, well... Now I just have to counter that. But that's pretty good for me. What if you have Spirit Guide for no reason at all? Alright, so he has to pay... Yeah. So he has to pay 4. He's gonna have 3 mana up. He has 3 cards left in hand. I could Field of Runes Valakut. I can play Gideon. I can play Search too. I don't know what's better. Having a Search in play, having a Click in play, or having a Gideon in play. They're honestly all pretty good. I kind of like Click, honestly. But I'm not sure it's right. Wow, I feel like, honestly, I feel like all 3 options are reasonable. The thing is, I don't think I have a ton of gas, so I kind of want to play Search for Azcanta. Plus, I get to Field of Runes right away, which is nice. I think I'm gonna do that. I think that's the play. Just get rid of the Valakut. Don't have to worry about that. Play Search. Yeah. I think that was good. Because now I have Search kind of going. I'm sitting on a pretty strong hand. I don't know about pretty strong, but reasonable. Reclamation Sage. I think I just say okay. It's not the end of the world. I get to play Think Twice and Click, which is nice. Prismatic Omen. I do have Field of Ruin in place, so I don't think I care that much. I almost want to just click myself. Let's see what I draw. I'm just gonna click him, clicking myself. I think it's a bit silly. Is it though? My hand's pretty bad. I'm gonna click him. Ah, he still has Bolt in his deck. Swag Tusk. Man. I guess I have to get rid of it. Lands. Alright. I'll accept Cryptic Command. Baloth. I actually have Path in hand. I actually don't care about a Baloth. Famous last words. Wait, is that a basic? Or you could be just saving them. Alright, we're really hoping he gives us like one turn where we get to Fire Glimmer. I guess if he plays a spell, I Cryptic. If he doesn't play a spell like Glimmer, it's like win-win. I'm just in a great spot right now. Bottom. Probably top. Land. Nice. What I was going to say go is double counter spell up. I do need to be careful. If he draws a Valakut, that's 3 damage. With it 2 fetch land, that's like a lot of damage. I guess I can bounce Omen if I'm desperate. Alright, going down to 12 is borderline. Oh, no, he had it. I almost countered the Tribe Elder. Oh man, he was sandbagging the Valakut. I'm at 12. Wow, brutal. Let's see. One, two. I guess I can Cryptic Command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it works, right? One, two, three, four, five. I guess we're about to find out, right? I think I don't take the damage, but I could be wrong. Wait, what? I just lost? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fuck. It doesn't work? Man, I'm so bad. Fuck me. If I'm Nick. Oh, how did I lose this game? Oh yeah, he controls 5 other mountains. So if I try to get Valakut in response, he just... Oh! Wait, why does it work? 5... it's not a mountain anymore. When the I guess this is not a mountain anymore, but the 5 other, if you control at least 5 other mountains. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Man, I almost wanted to counter Tribe there. Oh, man. Alright, so I untap. Damn it! Oh, I'm so pissed. Can I do anything? Alright, let's see. Maybe I can still win. I need to draw land, I think. Alright, let's see. Play Gideon. Plus on Valakut. If you had bounced the fetch with Cryptic, then destroy the Valakut in response to him fetching. Kenny was tilting me. Alright. Let's see. I might still be able to win. I need him to break. Do I get it now? I think I'm actually in reasonable shape. I think I'm gonna go down to 1. But I think I might be fine. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I thought he was searching for Valakut with his fetch land somehow. I got confused for a second. Because he can put me down to 3, but... And down to 1 was Reclamation Sage, but I have Remand for Prime Life Titan. He only has 11 mana. And I have Negate for Escape Shift. Oh no, he still has this fetch land on the stack. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I think he's gonna get rid of Gideon too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, he only has 11 lands. Oh, but I think he. Oh, let's see. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. All right. I think we're in business. I actually drew the escape shift too. Alright, think we won. I'm gonna try and not fuck it up this time. I guess Valakut is still super scary. Let's see. Alright, I think the play is Snapcaster, target, Cryptic Command, Wait, what? He's not attacking? Huh. Alright. Alright, I guess I'll Snapcaster Glimmer maybe? Try and find Surgical. I don't know, maybe that's greedy. Maybe I should just bounce Omen now and then counter it on the way back. I don't know, I feel like I'm punting. I'm just gonna lose when he top decks Valakut playing like that. Alright. Alright. Detention Sphere on top for his stupid omens. Probably play that Stony Silence at some point too. He might just have another Reclamation Sage. Swag Tusk. Guess I just use Cryptic Command here. Actually, it's kind of an okay spot to use Remand. Oh, so people still do play around Mana Leak. Mother Stony. Four, 8. All right. I should have probably played that search a while ago too. I feel like I made lots of mistakes this game. Now the clock is ticking. Even counting Tusk is probably not good. I don't know. I deserve to lose this game. I'm playing bad. Oh, that's a good draw. That's a really good draw. Alright, can I lose? He did keep in Lightning Bolt, but... I don't think I can lose. Unless he has something really weird in his deck. We know one of his cards is, I guess we're about to find out if there's bad news or not in his hand. What if his two last cards in hand are like double Lightning Bolts? GG's. That was close. I did not play very well. Explosives. Let's see what he had. Search, explosives, 2 relics, nature's claim, beast within. Ah, he doesn't have tracker, just the one. Stony's still good. 2 relics, a tracker, and explosives. I mean, it's not great. So they usually have more than that. Oh wait, no, I countered the Thragtusk. Yeah, I feel like countering the Thragtusk was probably bad. Oh, leak paused again. Alright, let's see how green's doing. Green was doing pretty bad, right? Mediocre, good, probably mediocre. Jungleborn Pioneer. 2/2 for free, you get a 1/1 hexproof Merfolk. This card seems solid. Artisan. Seems okay. Merfolk seems pretty like... Yeah, it was already an aggro tribe. So it's just decent at pushing damage through. +2/+2 to a guy when he comes into play. 1/1 for 1. Too bad you can't put a counter on himself. That'd be a good card. This card seems pretty mediocre. So there's like 1, 2, 3 good cards so far. 2.5, 3.5. It's like half a good card. Half, 1.5, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 5. On the week obviously is good. This guy is Human Warrior, seems pretty bad. 2/1 for 2, combat by creature's power 2 or less. Seems okay. Dreadmoy's God. Urge is probably good. Yeah, Grim seems bad. Wow. So white and black were kind of already the 2 best colors, and they're just the best colors again. Jeez. What about on commons? One, 2/1 for 1. Not bad. This is pretty mediocre. I guess in Vam deck, getting the City's Blessing is not that hard. This card seems kind of okay, maybe. Oh no, actually, it's someone was comparing that to the one in the last set. It was 2/2 for blue and 2, and it did the same thing for any creatures. And this one's just uncommon and overcosted. When he's dealt damage, you gain 2 life. Pretty mediocre. It looks like the white uncommons are pretty mediocre. The Forerunner. This guy's pretty good. At least he blocks well. Worst case. Famish Paladin. Parental seems fine. Exile target creature with power then or equal to your life total. I wonder how this card's gonna play out. It seems kind of bad. And Baffling End. Wow. The double whammy. I don't know. The white uncommons seem bad. The white uncommons seem really bad. Leagues are paused, by the way. Moto's having issues. 2/2 for free Ascend. As long as you have the City's Blessing, he has hexproof and can't be blocked, and he's a human pirate. Seems pretty bad. This guy's free to fly for free if you attacked. This card seems pretty good. Pretty good to very good, I'm not sure. Good, let's say good. Silverdrill Adept is obviously just the nuts. This guy is probably the nuts, the Brainstorm guy. Do you guys think we can build a blue-white Miracle deck in Modern now that we have a Brainstorm? Too bad it's so bad, you know. Can't they just print like a blue and one sorcery speed Brainstorm? Would that card be good? Brainstorm, put a couple Miracle, put a Bonfire back on top. Bonfire. Oh, the new Essence Scatter, bad. I wonder if they made the uncommons so bad on purpose. Man, I thought white uncommons were bad. I guess blue uncommons has some decent uncommons. Black. Let's see. 2/2 Flying Lifelink? Wow. Okay. Exile target permanent with power 4 or less. Good. Okay, so black is the best color by far. It has good commons and actually has good uncommons. This guy seems pretty cool. Comes back from the graveyard when you gain life. This guy seems whatever. This card seems, yeah, -2/-2 in black. Kills a lot of your guys. This card's probably like not that good. I didn't read all the Forerunners. I'm guessing they're all equally, you know, they're fairly equal. Arterial Flow seems pretty good too. Seems like black is the best so far. It has good commons and good uncommons. Reckless Rage. That card's pretty cool. Pirate Spillage might be okay too. Might be better in Dino decks than in Pirate decks. Even though it has Pirate in the name. Needletooth Raptor seems kind of good. It's like high upside, 2/2/4/4, but enrage 5 damage to target creature and opponent control. So if you combo it with the Crown, I mean, it's not a ton of value because then you have a 5/2 trample that probably... That's a lot of damage. You like play it, play the Crown, kill that blocker, attack for 5. Yeah, that's probably, you know, fine, not great. 2/2/1. Red seems like it has decent uncommons too. This guy seems really good, right? 4/4 trample for 5. If it deals combat damage to your player, it deals double that damage instead. I don't know, I guess it's hard to get through. 4/4/5 is not super impressive stats, but seems kind of scary. Free 4/4/free. I mean, the stats are good, and it has an ability. This card's pretty good. Double green yellow has to be wary of double, you know, free mana card that has double of a color in its casting cost. You're gonna run into, you're gonna get color screwed a decent amount of the time and not have your second green. So that's definitely a pretty big downside, especially for limited. Same for the Swift Warden. Looks like if you're, yeah. I kind of hate those cards in limited. all the cards that are free mana to cost and have double of the color in their casting cost. That's a real drawback. This guy's pretty cool. Free flash, Simian Grunt. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on each creature you control. Why not? Probably pretty mediocre. Those cards are usually not great. Target creature you control explores. You may play an additional land. So this card's probably pretty bad. Looks like Green has some pretty bad uncommons. Oh, it has a Rampant Growth too. Meh. Rampant Growth is worse than the land a lot of the time. This guy's pretty good. But Green seems like it has kind of bad uncommons. When he's dealt damage, untap target permanent. What? Uncommon? Am I missing something? Isn't this card really bad? I mean, not really bad. Obviously, you play the 2/5 Merfolk, like the Warrior, the Merfolk guy sometimes, but it feels like this should not be an uncommon. This guy seems kind of okay. Not sure. Green seems pretty bad too. Oh, multicolor. No commons, no gold on commons. I mean, no gold commons. I guess they almost never print gold commons. Is there one in each color combination, or what's the deal here? White, green, blue, black, red, black, red, green, and blue, white. All right, who got the best? Who got the best gold uncommon? 2 free that makes a mana, sack, return a dino to your graveyard to your hand. It's fine. I think it's worse than it looks. Yeah, I don't think this card's very good, honestly. Deadeye Brawler. 2/4 Death Touch for 4. Ascent. Whenever the Brawler deals combat damage to a player, if you have the City's Blessing, draw a card. 2/4 Death Touch for 4 is nice. It's not great. It's probably a bit better than the Seer, or maybe same power level. Dire Fleet Neckbreaker. Attacking powers you control get +2/+0. This card can be ridiculous. The problem is your pirates are probably just going to get blocked and they don't gain toughness, so seems fine. Seems so far, I feel like they're kind of all on the same power level. They're like fine but not great. I feel like they're much worse than the uncommons in the first set. I don't know if you guys agree or not. Free mana, free. Turn from a graveyard to your hand for 5 mana. It's elemental. I mean, it's black-green, right? So other vamps you control gain +1/+1, 2/2 for 2. Pretty good. Other merfolks you control +2. The problem is it's a 2/2 for 2, so it's almost like a bad crusade because you can't. I guess if you have tricks, you can attack and block with it or attack with it, but you pretty much never want to attack with a 2/2 that's that good, so we see. Seems pretty good though. I mean, you know, worst case, I don't know, seems good. 4/4/4/4, okay. Whenever he attacks, he deals 1 damage to target creature or player? This seems pretty good. It seems like it might be the best of the lot so far. It might be better than the Lords, but I could be horribly wrong. I don't know. I feel like those, yes, pretty good. Oh, free for 2 vigilance attacks or block. Oh, it's each combat. So you basically get owned by combat tricks. Pretty hard, but could be good. I don't think it can be bad. I don't know if it's good or very good. I'm guessing it's just good though. It's pretty bad in mid game too if there's a board stall. Resplendent Griffin. 2/2 flying for free. Pretty bad. 2/2 flying for free. I mean, once you have the city's blessing, he goes nuts, but 2/2 haste cannot be blocked. Wow. That's a real clock. If you're on the play and you go 2-drop into the sprinter and you have a reasonable draw, like good luck winning the race. I feel like maybe red, green, and blue, those four are the four best, but I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Pirates got a lot of good cards. Vamps, they got a lot of good card. I feel like probably Dino got screwed. The Dinos got screwed again, but we'll see. Azar the Lowbringer. We're gonna play that card at the PT. Let's see, how does it matches up in the format? 6/6 flying. Each opponent, when it enters a battlefield, each opponent can't cast instant or sorcery spell during that player's next turn. So they can kill it right away. You play it, and they can just play path. So that sucks. And they can play Prima Vitalton. I mean, is it better than Wormcoil Engine? And the answer has to be no, right? There's no way this card is better than Wormcoil Engine. It's good against Storm, but it just gets remanded. I agree, it doesn't happen enough. I don't know, I feel like you did 7 months in a row, Varus. I feel like I said that, I don't know when. You have like 2 accounts and like you regular sub and a Twitch Prime sub? I don't know. Anyways, man, you're great. Thanks for hanging out and thanks for the support. If I had, a sub ranking, I don't claim I like some of my viewers more than others, but if I did, you would probably be up there. But of course, I just love all my viewers and all my subs equally. So it was just hypothetical, All right, let's go into tank about modern. Let's see if we can like Kumana Tyrant of, I don't know. Do we have any Merfolk players in the chat? Do you guys feel like this guy could improve the Merfolk deck, or is it too slow? Is that really what you want to be doing as a Merfolk deck? Just tap Merfolks to draw cards instead of just kill them? So the problem with that card in the Merfolk deck is that Merfolk is very linear, kind of resilient, but you have very little disruption. So basically, if you draw cards, you're just going to be drawing more Merfolks. So you're not speeding up your... I couldn't read the message. It was on dark font or clear font. I think it said, how much higher on the sub ranking do I get for the donation? I don't know. I don't know if I can be bribed. Very traumatic. You might be pretty high on the list if I need a blue red storm crash course. You, Jacob, I might just call in a favor and be like, guys, I'm desperate. I think I'm just gonna play blue red storm at the PT quickly. I guess I have John Finkel on my team. He's supposed to be decent at playing the storm decks. Maybe I could ask John too. Thanks for the donation, man. Very traumatic. $5 donation. That's thank you so much, man. What did Pira say? So yeah, I was saying basically it doesn't make your clock faster and it doesn't help you disrupt what your opponent's doing. So it's good like it's like maybe a deck like Junt or something, you know, the grindy decks. It's the kind of card that's good if you're playing cards like Dismember, if you're playing counterspell, you know, you're actually drawing into removal and cheap counterspell and cards that actually matter. But you don't have too many of those in Merfolk. Is energy still gonna be number one? I'm guessing they're gonna ban something. Scooter says I can teach you how to play Grixis Shadow. I'm not a big fan of Grixis Shadow. Yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna. The way they're talking about how they're not gonna win cards in Modern, I feel like something's gonna get. I mean, they can't keep going, right? Like Standard's just. And they know those cards are not gonna be good enough to compete with Energy. Alright. What does this card flip into? Like, Hedana's Clan doesn't seem awful if you can flip it right away, but I would have to know what it flips into. Journey to Eternity. I mean, it's kind of cute with Sakura Tribe-Elder, but the flip card's like too slow for Modern. Those cards don't look very good. Yeah. That's it? Oh, that's. Oh, I sorted by gold. Mythic. Nope. 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 6 mana. Players can't activate Planeswalker's loyalty ability. It's pretty good against Tron. Alright. Azor's Gateway. Bishop's Binding. This guy doesn't know. Bad Crusade. Slaughter the Strong. Let's see. Each player chooses number. I don't think this card is good. Sphinx Decree. Nope, nope. Cancel. Leagues are still paused. Induced Amnesia is like, feels like it almost has potential. You could play like 4 Induced Amnesia, 4 Hatching Plans, 4 Claws of Gix, and just sack it to the Claws of Gix. And just play a bunch of 0 mana artifacts. Just dump your hands and pull all those artifacts into play, but I don't know what you do after that, right? Like, I don't think there's anything good you can do. When it enters the battlefield, target player exiles all cards from his or her hand face down. So let's say you play it on, I don't know, it's like a bad card drawing spells, right? It's probably just a bad reverse engineer. Raise to the Wind might be okay in an Eldrazi deck. You just exile a non-land permanent and then just ingest it. Also, you can save your own permanents. It acts as a... Because you have to ingest it right away. Or you can do it on your own permanent. Dead Man's Chest. I wonder if Direfleet Poisoner is playable in... No, never mind. Vana's Hunger. I was trying to think there's a reason this card would be good in Modern for some reason. Blood Sun. I don't understand. I was saying the other day, I don't understand why they printed Blood Sun. I mean, I could understand if Search for Ascanta and all those lands were broken, but I don't think they are. I guess they were just scared. They were just scared the Search, etc. would be broken. Hey, Thundermo. Thanks for the host, man. Welcome, guys. The Modern Leagues are paused right now. I'm guessing... Is it just Modern Leagues, by the way, or is it... Looks like it's everything. Is the cube paused as well? I mean, I'm assuming if they just paused everything, right? Yeah. Yeah. Seems like Blood Sun might be really good for Modern in some decks, but... If you play Blood Sun against Blue-White control, that's like no more Flooded Strands, no more Colonnade attacks, no more Field of Ruin. Like if you're on the play and you go turn 1 Birds, turn 2 Blood Sun, it's like no more fetch lands for your opponent. Yeah. And it cantrips, obviously, or else it would... I don't know. I mean, might have to test the red deck with Blood Sun. 4 Blood Suns. And you probably don't have to get as many Blood Moons. But it is a break against a lot of decks. So, let's see. It's also kind of slow. Like if you're on the draw and you play it on turn 3 against Grixis Shadow, for instance, they probably don't care. So it's pretty good against Grixis Shadow. Pretty good against Affinity. Not great though. Humans doesn't care. Storm doesn't care. This guy controlled cares. 8 fetch lands. Burn doesn't care that much. Eldrazi Tron doesn't care that. Yeah, I guess it's pretty bad. Alright. I don't think we have to be too worried about it. 7 mana cards. Not gonna even read it. I'll read it for sure. Okay. So this guy, the Snapcaster, it seems not good enough for Modern to me. Like, which deck would play Daredevil? Just like a Junt deck? Like, what do you have to do? Just play it on turn 3 and hope they have a 1 mana card? Maybe it's a good sideboard card? But it's not even that exciting, even if you do get there. I don't understand the hype around that card. I mean, maybe there's no hype, but I feel like there is. Or maybe just people wondering. Jade Light Ranger. I don't think this card is modern playable. What about this guy? Power toted creature you control. Is there some dumb deck where you can just go? Let's see. I don't think there are, but let's see. Sort by converted mana cost, modern, and power. Let's see. Let's see if there's some cards that have really high power for a really low mana cost. The prototype. Prototype is as good as it gets. Let's play this guy. Alright. Doesn't seem like there's any way you can break it. Plus, you still get just a guy that dies to path. Oh, you can play that guy because he's a human and was vile to get. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Maybe a sideboard card. Path of Discovery feels like kind of a card that can be brokenish, but probably not, right? I mean, exploring's just not that threatening. A lot of people were asking me about the 5/5, the Courser. Well, he's not really a Courser. 5/5 for a green and 2, you can play an additional land on each of your turns, and then he can't attack or block unless you have the City's Blessing. So I think his effect is not powerful enough in the early game, and having a 5/5 when you have the City's Blessing is not like good enough in the late game to make it worth it, basically. Arch of Oraska. Tap for colorless. 5 draw card if you have the City's Blessing. Seems not good enough for modern. Maybe even for a control deck, it's probably too expensive. It does remind me of Whisper of the Muse, but yeah. The Hook, Captain's Hook, broken. Alright, Silent Gravestone. Cards in graveyards cannot be the targets of spells or abilities. So that's just Snapcaster, basically, and like reanimate decks. Sure, I'm missing something. And then 4 exile, so it's a relic, right? 4 tap, exile Silent Gravestone and old cards from old grave. I mean, seems pretty bad, right? I will say about Bloodsun, I kind of get excited whenever they print an enchantment that says draw a card. Cards in graveyards can't be the target of spells or abilities. Is that what this guy? Cards in graveyards can't be targets. Yeah. Because every time they print an enchantment that cantrips, you get like kind of closer to being able to play maybe some enchantment deck. Just cantripping a bunch of enchantment, playing the 5 mana propaganda, but I mean, it's just a pipe dream. The original art is kind of pretty. When they used to actually draw cards was probably pen, paper, not just CGI. So how does Bloodstone work? Is it true you just play bounce lands and they come into play untapped and you don't have to bounce them? Is that broken? Is that even good? Oh, looks like you can join a league. Oh, looks like we might be back in business. Oh, nice. Ether Hub will not generate energy when it enters. Ally Encampment, Ancient Tube. Enters untapped. Bounce lands. Enters untapped, you don't have to bound a land. City of Brass. Doesn't lose life with City of Brass, that's kind of cool. Cycling against it. Cycling, that's obvious, because it says lands, not land cards, so it doesn't affect when you're in hand. Huh. Darksteel Citadel is no longer indestructible. I guess that makes sense. Fetch lands will do nothing. Gemstone, the Gemstone Mine tech just dies right away. Glimmer Void, now just asks for any color, can't die. Oh, what the hell? They cancel my search? Alright, good beats. Oh, there's not even a search, or did I find a match? Alright, that was good. Alright, let's look at people bitching about Moto on Twitter. Oh, Gabby is streaming some Chandelar. I've actually never played Chandelar. Everyone opening great chest except for me. If there are any changes to the ban and restricted list on Monday, Magic Online will go down briefly to implement them that morning and set up Rick's events. I wonder if they're gonna ban anything. Oh, someone actually asked, okay. Wait, what? Is my Twitter just lagging? I need to follow. Don't you ever go like, man, no new tweets in like the past 40 minutes. I probably should follow more people, but then you're like, oh wait, already waste my life. Can you play 1v1 games? I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what people are playing in standard, shall we? Oh, energy. Oh, the cycling deck, energy, and energy. All right, that's kind of a joke. Let's see. Maybe we could try and brew a deck. I was thinking about giving the Entering Ideal deck another try. Feels like you get a bunch of free wins with 4 Rune Halos in your deck. And I was kind of thinking about just playing 4 Phyrexian on life and 4 Solemnity and try to win games like that, but then you're just playing a super cheesy deck. That was one of the changes I made. I was playing a bunch of Gideon's Intervention in the main deck, and they were actually kind of good, honestly. Card was kind of impressive. I think I actually was so impressed, I added it to my... Where's the Black-White Sewer deck? I don't know, I guess I didn't have Gideon's. Black-White Sewer. I will not be playing that deck at the PT, but it's not bad. Boring. Blue End. Now we're talking. Probably still a small chance I play Blue End. I doubt it though, but just not good against Grixis Shadow, which is kind of a problem. Probably want to play Bojuka Bog. I feel like Bojuka Bog's pretty good. I kind of like my sideboard too. I think it's pretty good. I think Nito's pretty good. I think Drakehaven's kind of cool. Anyways. Chances I play Ban Flyer is pretty low, man. Tezzy. Every time I want to start brewing a Tezzeret deck, and I'm like, why would I not just play Lantern Control? PT is in 3 weeks. And I honestly don't know how I'm going to pick a deck. I can't even imagine a series of events that would lead me to me being confident in picking one of the decks. I guess I could just go on a 20 matches winning streak with blue-white control. That would probably make me feel pretty good about a deck. that deck was bad. What are the odds that you play Lantern Control? Pretty low. Under 5%. I think I could play Lantern Control pretty good, honestly. I don't think it's... I mean, if you get, like, a bunch of practice... Have I tried Mono Red Tron? I don't even know that was a deck. Have I tried the Jeskai deck of this weekend's SCG? Very briefly, I went 0-2 drop 0-4 in games, but the deck felt fine. I ran a couple of tough matchups. I think I played against Cape Shift and I don't remember. A couple of tough matchups. I had like mediocre draws and I probably could have played a bit better, but I don't know. Just doesn't feel like anything special. Yeah, fire off questions, guys, because we're in Moto limbo right now. If you guys ask question or have deck lists you want to share, this is a good time. Why are you off Affinity? Seems like you were crushing, was it? I was like, I ran into a rough... Oh, what? Against? Wait, what? When did I join? Alright, welcome opponent. Alright. Yeah, Affinity. I was doing kind of bad for a while with Affinity. And I feel like I've been doing pretty good with Affinity with a bunch of decks. Doesn't feel very well positioned. Plus people think like a lot of the pros might just play Lantern because it's like secretly the best deck. I don't think it is, but you know, Sam Black's been crushing with it, so I think the artifact hate's gonna be pretty high. Yeah, I agree with Tom. I don't think Lantern's that hard to play at all. I mean, there's like a few tricks. I mean, it's like, yeah. I think the hardest part about Lantern actually is just, I mean, I guess that's true with a lot of decks in Modern, maybe. I don't know, but it's like the hands you have to keep, the hands you can keep, and the hands you can't keep. I feel like that's pretty tough. I don't know if you guys, I know Tom, I think he plays a bunch of Lantern. I don't know if you agree, but. Dave says, I thought most pros were on Burn. I don't think so. That's mostly Ifra who played, I think he played Burn back-to-back Modern tournaments. I don't think he loves it. ST claims he has 80% win rate with his Mono Red Tron list. That's insane, man. 80% win rate in competitive Moto leagues is like unheard of. Sormu asked, as a non-PT player, is it worth going to the PT as if it was a GP? Are there any side events or special things apart from meeting the Great Yellow Hat? No, I think PTs are pretty bad. I don't think there's a ton of side events. The feature matches are usually not very well set up. I guess they have the screens. They have the seats and the screens. That's not true. You get to watch they have like a bunch of chairs and big screens so you can watch the feature matches. You can ask, meet the pros, ask them to sign your playmat, talk for them for a minute or two. Um, I don't know, man. Depends on the city, the location. I mean, if you live nearby, but it's not. I don't think it's super. I don't think that there's a lot of side events at all. I'm not sure though. No, I think they've been doing a better job. No, because there's no. I mean, I don't think it's as good as a GP side event wise. It's like much smaller, but I think it's like okay. I think they like have side events and have there's stuff you can do. So I don't know. Since I'm usually playing and stuff. Did I test something like this? Let's see. Mentor deck? Never. Seems like an extremely clunky deck. I mean, Lingering Souls is a good card. You have a lot of good cards in your deck, but I feel like you're probably a worse version of another deck. Have I played a lot of Vintage Cubes? I've played zero Vintage Cube this season. I think I played a decent amount last year. Yeah, if it's a one order, I think they actually do have side events at PTs. And you can get probably a bunch of free stuff like free packs. I think that they have some goodie bags. Um, I'm guessing you can probably look that stuff up, right? Ted Beardsley says, I thought the PT was close to non-PT players. I think they did that for a few PTs because the idea was they wanted like to give us a bunch of free stuff and free food and free this and that. So they didn't want people to come and mize. I don't exactly remember. I remember there was a lounge at some point. For a few PTs they had like a lounge and it was but I think they just got rid of that. Alright, looks like we're getting our second free win of the league, like a boss. Blue-white control confirmed great. Oh, we've got a tweet. Leagues are now unpaused. It's so weird. I always have issues and not this time. I was like working perfectly. I guess not perfectly, but that clip's pretty good. He might show up. Did MTV Jabut tell us what his record was? Alright, let's see it. 80% win rate. Banefire? Banefire? Renegade map? Wait, what? Goggles. Goggles. So your deck just can never beat a Stony Silence turn 2? You just have like half your deck that doesn't do anything? Why are you playing Renegade map? Is that a typo? It's got to be a typo, right? I don't get it. You already have 4 expedition map. Hey, what am I missing? Tormenting Voice, Paraclass, Bolt, Oogie. I don't. What is Renegade map in your deck? Honestly, I don't want to be. It's gonna sound mean, I guess, but this deck looks literally atrocious. I don't understand why that deck would ever be good. No offense, man. You're gonna hate me. I don't know how to say that in a nice way though, but I don't I'm confused. Sorry, dude. Also, yeah, also the card Stony Silence just completely demolishes you. Banefire is a sweet card, but how's Blue White going, Padital? We're getting a bunch of free wins. We were down a game round 1 against Grixis Shadow, and then he had issues, and then we beat a bunch of guys. We beat Scape Shift, really close match. I tried to punt, and then this guy we just got another free win because he got screwed by Moto. And in round 2 we 2-0'd. What did we 2-0 in round 2? Oh yeah, we played against some. Oh, well, we played against a red black hollow one deck, so playing for the 5-0. Let's see what our friend wants to take to FNM. For Denver, 4 Swift Spear, free thing in the ice. Dude, why don't you just play blue? Why don't you just play Holy Diva's deck? It's probably much more fun than this. 4 is a charm, 4 chart of course, 4 visions, 4 gut shot, 4 bolts. I think in the ice is kind of a cool card. Probably crushes some matchups. What's Warsail Marauder? And why does it not show up? I mean, Izzet Charm is such a mediocre card. And Gut Shot seems a bit sketchy. Alright. Our Redtron player says, I take criticism, no hard feelings, and it's not the updated list. Renegade maps are not in the current list. Sideboard has more wear tears. Fair enough. I still feel like thing is you're playing a bunch of burns, so in the matchups where the burn doesn't do much, you're gonna have a bunch of mediocre cards. You don't assemble Tron as fast as the green decks. You know, I don't know, man. Seems like you're just playing a Wars Green Tron deck. Oh, it's the new 2-1 flyer that turns stuff into 0-1s. Alright, we've got a match. Uh-huh. Mountain Goblin Guide. The Fun Police. Alright. I mean, as good as it gets, right? Field of Runes. I'm just gonna bottom both lands. I'm really desperate for some spells. I mean, the free lands, like, irrelevant. Have more than enough land for the rest of the game, so... Oh, it's actually cool. I get to discard cards for Logic Knot. My hand is not bad, honestly. If he has the nut draw, I'm still probably gonna lose, but... Jace. Not really what I was hoping for. Alright, rough. Trying to think if I should play Plains or Flooded Strand. So if I play Plains, I can search for Plains and play Trial. I won't have Cryptic Command mana up ever. Also, if I play Plains, I could just draw into Mystic Gate and save the 1 damage from the Flooded Strand. Alright, I guess I'll just play Plains. How dead are we? I think we're just me. It depends if he's a bit flooded or not. I think we're underdogs, but Gideon of the Trials is super busted against Reds. A Wormcoil Engine. Well, seems like a bit expensive. I don't think I'm gonna get there. Okay. Probably have to play... Oh, I guess now I'm committed to playing the Tension Sphere. I don't know. Because if I Gideon Trial Plus, he's just going to attack it and finish it off. I honestly don't know how I win this game. That's why Verdict is good against Burn. You just get to kill all their guys without taking 2 damage from Eidolon. Alright, I mean, this game was just... I guess the line was probably just play Gideon of the Trials plus on Eidolon and hope. But I was still just super dead. Yeah, it was... Yeah, I mean, he had... Goblin Guide into Eidolon on the play when I don't have Path to Exile. I don't think I'm going to win this game pretty much ever. Is he just fucking with me? Alright. I mean, I guess he has 2 lands in hand. He probably has Searing Blaze in hand. That's what he has. Just a bunch of Searing Blaze. So my Wormcoil Engine would actually lose me the game. Man, I would actually have been in kind of okay shape if I had drawn a... If I had drawn a Verdict this game. Man, you know what would have been sick? If I had just drawn Gideon 5, I just win the game. Can I live? Technically I can live. I need to draw Path to Exile. Oh no, he has Searing Blade in hand, right? That's what we said. Yeah, I forgot about that. But I mean... Alright. Let's see if I was right about the Searing Blaze. Drawing Gideon 5 would have been so absurd. Dude, he doesn't even have... He was just super flooded. Okay. So, I don't know if I need Verdict on the play that much. Probably not. Actually, it's... I mean, it's so good. I don't know. It's really good in some of his deck, and... Ruin Halo seems fine. I wonder if he brings in... Spell Snare, Dispel, Path, Purge, Halo, Negate. Rayman's pretty poor. Still a cheap card though. I don't know if I want to board out a cheap card. Stellar Wreckage might be better than Verdict. Lavamancer is kind of scary. I could see losing to Lavamancer. You want to keep some card advantage. Tension Sphere is probably okay. I don't know, I feel like Verdict is good, but maybe it's just a good game 1 card because you have so many shitty cards. Keeping one Ascanta. Yeah. That sounds reasonable. I don't know. It's a hand that takes at least 4 damage from Goblin Guide. And I don't have Timely, and I don't have lands. I have some good cards. And my hand really sucks if he has Searing Blaze. Farmland has been kind of bad for me. I might just play another island over it. Man, is it crazy to molly in this hand? I guess I could just turn on Serum Visions. Put a land on top if he has Goblin Guides. And I get to purge on turn 2. This hand just feels super awkward. I'm gonna mulligan. Alright, I have to keep. Plus land on top, that Scry is so good against Goblin Guides. If I get to have a land on top, I get like 2 shots at a land on top against a Goblin Guide, which is kind of insane. I have a spike turn 1. I like that. Wow, and I draw land right away. Alright, definitely gonna say go with Spell Snare up. I'm guessing he has at least Eidolon in hand. I'm guessing he just didn't keep a no creature land against blue white. Seems kind of risky. Alright, I'm just gonna counter that. Why not? I mean, can I really say no to a land? It's kind of awkward though. Wait, did I play a land this turn yet? No, I haven't. Alright. Bottom, top. Not even sure I should be bottoming. Bottoming negate, but I think I should. Yeah, it was Gideon in hand. Gideon's pretty strong against them. Kills them fast, means you basically never take another damage from a creature. Man, he really likes the main phase. Kind of makes sense, I guess. I'm probably gonna lose this game. I need him to start drawing creatures. Like Grim Lavamancers. Goblin Guide is except any creature really. No, not Eidolon, I guess. Molten Rain. Jeez, it's so fucking nasty. Hate that card. Alright, looks like he's a bit flooded. I'll take it. So he has 2 points of damage, so that's me at 11. And then he has plus 4 cards in hand, so every card in his deck averages like 2 damage, so I'm at 3 basically. Except we know he doesn't have creature, so I just need him to start drawing all creatures. Even Molten Rains I'll take right now. It's only 2 damage. Alright, main phase Skullcrack, love it. Now I can draw Timely and just win the game. Oh, Logic Knot. The Dream. And we have a free turn clock. Alright. And looking good. Looking really good. Think we might have this one. I've definitely lost in that spot before. But I'm assuming if you had Boarstrom, you would have fired that instead of the Skullcrack. Man, I like the burn players much more when they just draw 6 lands and not the like 10 spell free lands draw. Alright, gotta dodge. Gotta dodge. If he has 3 burn spells or 4 burn spells, I lose. Alright, it seems like a good one to counter. Just in case, for 6. Never know. Alright, he needs 3 burn spells or 2 Boros Charms. Man, Rayman seems really bad on the draw. Maybe Cryptic Command is okay. Chase might be okay as well. I don't hate Jace against them. None of those cards are exciting though. Yeah, I wonder if Wormhole Engine is, well, maybe you get there. Maybe Set or Wreckage is good. D-Sphere more than Verdict. Yeah, D-Sphere is pretty bad against them. Like really bad. Maybe I'd just go Cryptic Command. Maybe a Verdict is fine. I do have a bunch of guys, but Verdict's not bad. I agree D-Sphere is bad against Burn. I mean, sometimes they have to like double Swift Spear draw, but they've usually done so much damage by then that it doesn't even matter anymore. Supreme seems better than Seto, does it? I don't think so. Not with... Yeah, maybe it is. I mean, I'm assuming he's just going to attack, right? He's not going to play around it. I don't know, I'll try it out. I want to see how it plays out. I haven't really tested that card much. Haven't got to play it against Burn much at all. I wonder if Wormcoil's supposed to just be gone and just be a Verdict or something. Doesn't get rid of Lavamancer, but I don't expect him to have many Lavamancers. Like, they usually take, what, 1? It's probably close. I live, learn. Yeah, maybe verdict's better than settle. Man. This land's one land short from being great. I don't think I can keep though. Let's see. What are my odds of winning on the mulligan 6 against Burn on the draw? I'm probably like, what, 30%? 35%? My 35% was this hand? I basically have to draw land, 2 lands in the first 3 turns. Man, this hand's so good if I draw lands, if I draw a white source. Probably have 2 turns to draw a white source. I think I should probably mulligan. Mulligan is so good against Goblin Guy too. Not so good, but you get an extra shot at having a land. Cryptic means I'm mulligan to 6 virtually. Yeah, but every hand's gonna have an expensive card in it. Right, so most of my mulligan 6 are gonna be 5 cards hands. Was that logic? I mean, I have Spell Snare and Path, and I think I'm just gonna keep. I have like 2 of my, like 3 of my best cards: Path, Spell Snare, and Timely. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna roll with it. I could try and mulligan into lands plus Timely, but he still has Skullcrack in his deck. Everyone seems to think it's a mulligan. I think it's close, honestly. I don't think it's a big mistake either way. I'm gonna just die with 2 Timely Reinforcement in hand. Gonna be great. Probably just discard Gideon. What's my land count? 25. I think I have 13 white sources or something. Settle the Wreckage, no good. At least he didn't have another Goblin Guide or Swift Spear, so that's kind of good for me. This has got a lot of an interest. I need to start writing down my mulligan or keep hands again. Let's see. I'm sure I have another one. So what did we have? Island, Spell Snare, on the draw versus burn. Island, Spell Snare, Gideon, Jura, Cryptic, Command, Timely, Path. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Disallow. This was my last card. Is that 6? Can I just not count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Can I just counter that now? I think I do. All right, this is it. I don't top a land, I'm gonna lose. Cryptic Command. I need top decked Eidolon. One-time dealer. Aw, so sad. Yep. That was close. I don't know. I don't really regret my keep. Wait, what? I'm still 4-0. Nice. Maybe it's time to get back a Wall of Omens into the deck. I think Twice has been kind of good, but especially now that we don't have Spreading Seas. Had my burn matchup a tiny bit. I've missed my Wall of Omens. My trusty. I used to play 4, I think. Is it a good time to start playing 4 Wall of Omens again? Infinite 5-0 tries. Should I try? Let's see. I'm just gonna break Moto. Probably have to cut thing twice for if I want to play Wall of Omens, but I'm not sure which one's better. Kind of like Wall. Search Rosconta was kind of medium for me, I think. I don't know. I don't know if I want the second one. It's just too slow in a lot of matchups. Obviously, you never want to draw two. I'll keep think twice and cut a search. Alright, we got our chesties. Should I wait or should I open them now? People keep saying they're gonna go up in value. But who gives a fuck really? I'll spew the 10 cents in EV or whatever it is. Let's see. If Moto lets me open chests. Damn it. Moto's so right through it. Edgar Markov. Eminence. I'm guessing Edgar Markov is not worth much, but 40 play points is nice. Well, Eldrazi Temple and Gifts Ungiven. Wow. Alright, I guess I need to wait a bit. How much is Eldrazi Temple? Edgar is like 10 tickets? There's no way, right? What? What about Eldrazi Temple? Wait, what? Edgar Markov? What about Gifts Ungiven? Wow, kind of doing it. What does Edgar Markov even do? Whenever you cast another vampire spell, if he's in the command zone or on the battlefield, you get a 1/1 black vamp creature token. First strike haste. Well, that's pretty good, I guess. You just play a Vamp deck with that guy's your commander, and every time you play a spell, you get a 1/1 Vamp. That seems kind of insane, right? Wow, okay. It's the best commander in 1v1, apparently. Nice. Should sell that bad boy right now. Scarblade Elite. Fortunate Few. Hungry Lynx. Cats you control have protection from rats. I think I already opened that card once. Fortunate Few. Choose a non-land permanent you don't control, then each other player chooses a non. Okay, seems like some kind of cataclysm. 80 play points, wow. E-Price, Fortunate Few. Alright, we're crushing it. Crushing. Ooh, a cool looking Lightning Greaves. I'm guessing that's not worth much, but guess I'll wait a bit before I spoil in chat. And last chesty of the day. Alright, 10 play points. Alright. Yeah, Burn's still a tough matchup. It's close. I win sometimes. I'd say I'm an underdog though. 77 cents. Alright, let's see. I think I'm gonna be done for now. Or for tonight, guys. I'm just gonna sell my cards and let's see. I guess I'll take a quick look at blue-white. Alright, I think this farmland needs to go. The cycling is nice, but I think it's just too bad when... I wouldn't hate playing another island. I'm down to one hallowed fountain. I wonder if I can get away with just one. Double white spells become kind of sketchy to cast. If I add another basic island, then I have like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sources of white to cast double white cards. Maybe just basic planes. But then having 4 basic planes in your Cryptic Command deck is super sketchy too. Maybe I just need to play Glacial Fortress. I would play more Mystic Gates, but I don't think that's reasonable. I think 2 is good though. I haven't had trouble with 2 Mystic Gates. Shadrash Mishash, sorry I'm butchering that, says I only run 1 fountain, it seems fine, yeah. Maybe just Glacial Fortress. I don't love people who play Glacial Fortress over Mystic Gates, but it might just be the next best card. I could just play a Polluted Delta. I was thinking about just playing a Delta. Gets your Hallowed Fountain, and also just another card for Logic Knot and Search. Play Nimbus Maze. Huh. Funny. Let's, yeah. I'll go back to just one. Also the fact that I have 2 Mystic Gates makes Glacial Fortress worse. Maybe Polluted Delta is fine. I'll try Polluted Delta. And yeah, I've been pretty happy with the deck. Sideboard has been pretty good. Alright, looks good. Shuluku says no Sphinx Revelation question mark. Nope. I think Sphinx Rev's worse than Glimmer of Genius. Tuglish. Yeah. Alright, let's see who buys Edgar Markov. I need to sell cards. Sellers, buyers. Bodo Magic. This is not the most exciting part of the stream, but yeah. For those of you logging out, thanks for watching, guys, and I taking the afternoon off tomorrow because of the downtime, but I'll be back tomorrow night with some more moderns, and thank you to everyone who subbed and resubbed and followed. So yeah. And yes, ley lines are indeed awful. I hate ley lines. I hate them. I'm gonna play Leyline at the PT. I have a feeling my teammates are gonna convince me that I should be playing ley lines. I'm gonna be like, please don't. I mean, I'm just gonna have ley lines in my sideboard, and I'm just never gonna bring them in. I'm gonna play with like an 11 card sideboard or whatever. I guess trading is kind of broken right now as well, right? They don't want me to sell. Well, that's a good point. I should be playing Scalding Tarn. I'm just so used to the original like Allied Colors dual land like fetch lands that I just default to Polluted Delta, I think. But yeah, Scalding Tarn makes more sense. Scarier. Maybe I'll write a little mental note or a little note. Muller Keep. Caps. Sell Edgar Markov. Alright, nice. Just main deck the ley lines. I could play for all the leyline lovers. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Hope I see you next time tomorrow. Good night, guys.